Yo, what's up, guys? Jared Tebow here. Want to talk to you about some diff setups with the Techno MB48 2.2 and the Techno NT48 2.2. Something I've been doing recently, something that I just ran when I was racing at SIC. We're talking about the diffs, and we are talking about the spider gears, or the planetary gears, the 4 gears that kind of set inside inside the diff cup. So I have been running just 3 of those gears, not the traditional 4, and just wanted to share kind of my thoughts on that, some of the reasonings why. One thing that doesn't change the internal gearing or anything like that, pulling one gear out doesn't change the gearing of how the diff works or anything like that. So it does change how much oil is in the diff. So normally with your with the Techno diffs, this is on the nitro car, you hold about 3 grams of diff oil in the diff cup, and when you remove that gear, it actually is a pretty big change. You gain about 1 gram of oil, so it goes up to 4. With that, I feel like during the mains, I've ran quite a few longer runs with them, and I feel like the fade is quite a bit better. That's not really the main reason, but I feel like that is a benefit with the more oil. For me, the benefits have been, I think when I run the 3 gears, it widens my diff feeling range. So what I mean by that is the diff oil is a really big change to how the car drives. For me, the way I set up a car is I get like a decent base of how the car drives with the geometry. So, shock position, camber link position, front arm kick up, anti-squat, rear toe, kind of things like that. And I don't change that stuff too much unless it's like really big drastic track differences, but that stuff I pretty much keep the same. But shock pistons is a big thing that changed the handling of the car, and then diff oil is a huge thing that you change track to track, condition to condition, trying to keep the car feeling comfortable. So what I've noticed is when I have switched to the 3 gear, so I originally tested the 3 gear just in the center. Jared Wiggins wanted me to try it. He said it helped him with his feeling under braking, to where the car broke straighter. The rear didn't want to come around. It just felt more consistent under braking. So I tried it and I was like, oh man, that's pretty good. One thing, you do have to run heavier diff oil when you go from 4 gear to 3 gear. So, went up a little in the center, just tried in the center. I was like, man, that's pretty good. I like that. So then when it was kind of looking like maybe I would come back racing some, I started practicing, going to the track a little bit, and I was like, I'm just going to try it in all 3 diffs. And I back-to-backed it up in Omaha, and I was shocked with the difference that I felt. So first thing that I just felt right away was my car really felt like it was kind of moving around the track really good, like rolling in the corners, being really free in the turns as far as not driving bound up. So Omaha is really tight. It's high traction. And so you really need corner speed. And I felt like it kind of just gave me more corner speed, but at the same time, my car was easier to drive too, where it wasn't like going up on 2 wheels. It didn't feel loose coming out of the turns at all, because you run a little heavier diff oil up there because the traction's high. And so that was really interesting to me. And it also felt like it had really good drive. So sometimes when you want more drive, you just go up in the center some to, balance out the drive with the front wheels and the rear wheels. But with that, sometimes you get like a skatey rear end feel, to where it's just not that comfortable. So then you can't run heavy in the center, and then you kind of get like a front wheel drive feeling car, which me personally, I really dislike that feel. So I've felt like with the 3-gear setup, I don't have that front wheel drive feel. I can have a heavier center and my car has really good drive, but it's not skatey in the back either. So I was really happy with it. I did the race in Indy like that, and it was super high traction there. And I thought it was really good. I just didn't go up heavy enough in the mains. So then going to SIC, I know the track's going to start out super slippery, so I was really curious to see what it was going to feel like. And I started a little on the heavier side of the oils, I would say. And my car felt awesome from the second it hit the track. Had tons of grip. I would say my car had more grip than most of the people's cars, just based on like that first quarter of practice where the track's its loosest. And so I was really happy with how the diffs felt. And I really didn't change them throughout the event. So that's what I was kind of talking about, that window where traditionally I'd have to go up in my diffs for the main. And since I kind of started on the heavier side, but my car had great grip when it was looser, I didn't feel like I needed to go up in the mains. I could have gone up in the rear maybe. I ran 15, 15, 8 in buggy, and I ran 20, 20, 12 in truggy. I actually went up to 15 in the rear in truck. I definitely could have gone to 10 in the rear in buggy, but like I said, it didn't feel like it was quite so critical. When I would run the 4 gears traditionally, I feel like if I missed that rear diff oil by not going up, it would be a bigger hindrance on the track, and I didn't really notice that. So yeah, I was really happy with that feeling, and I didn't feel any fade in either of my cars in the mains. I know truck, I kind of had like a battery come unplugged, with 9 minutes or something to go, something like that. But I ended up going back out there, and my truck was awesome the whole main. The buggy main, I ran the whole thing and felt zero change in the diffs, which was really nice. So that's been a really positive change for me. I'm definitely planning to keep that going and kind of fine tune it. So yeah, if you're interested about my SIC setups, check out my Facebook page. I have the setups posted on there. If you want to try this 3-gear diff setup, I would highly recommend trying it. Like I said, I think a decent base to start with buggy would be kind of 15, 15, 8, and with truggy 20, 20, 12 is a pretty good base. Start there, see what you think, if you have to go up or down. But yeah, give it a try, let me know what you think. And thanks for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're going to be dropping a lot of insights like this, trying to do some funner, cool things, talking about my cars, what I'm doing. And yeah, check them out. They'll be coming out about once a week. So yeah, thank you, and we'll see you guys soon.